Hey guys, welcome. We are expanding because we are getting ready for our full moon in Aries. Now we're healing from our anguish. We're healing from our suffering. And what this has to do with is we are ending confusion. We are ending frustration. We're going to end frustration by the creation of peace. We need to have clarity within 3D and clarity within the 5D. And what this has to do with is inspiration, because this is our connection to action and healing with the child of the zodiac, Aries, this full moon. And what we're doing is we're walking away from where the devil has us bonded and is siphoning our energy and is keeping us stuck in old patterns and patterns that is taking from us. We're going to take back our energy and expand together. And what this has to do with right now is we're in the time of the masculine seeing the light within the cup, the light within the illusions. This is counterpart energy. This is when you're working with your divine counterpart, and within them you see you. These are soul mirror relationships where we see ourselves reflected back to ourselves, and we can't run from ourselves. And we literally see the matter within the energy. We literally see how we're connected here. And this right now has to do with what's happening within. There's a transformation within. We're still in Virgo season. This is very, very wise. This is very ancient. This is very healing. This is also very expansive. And this has to do with this full moon. And what we're seeing is that we're honoring separation, but how we're one. And there's a healing being honored here. That we have to honor working separately here. We have to honor our connection to God, to the forces of creation, to the universe, and to everything. We have to honor that this is where we heal from being that twin side by side. And of course, because we're twins, we want to be side by side. But this is seeing that this is expansive, that we're working in the Garden of Venus, and we have to expand the energy right now with the matter. But we're going to laser focus on the matter and slowing down in the Garden of Venus and just being in love with life and just being in love with nature and just being in love with God. And this is deepening our connection, even though if we may not quite be seeing it or feeling it, we are understanding it. And this has to do with this full moon. Again, we're going to see something. Okay, so something's going to be seen here through separation, how we're connected. So hang tight, and we're going to get to that because that's going to be an activation card. And so this goes back to the message last time we met up. We're just going to have a recap. Last time we met up, we're seeing through our illusions, healing from greed. And we're in a time of formation. We're in a time of formation, but it's balanced. Look, the moon and the sun are here. And this reading is linked down below if you haven't checked it out yet and would like to. And we're healing from crisis. We're healing from a 7 of Swords situation. But it's the activation of us. Remember, the energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole. This is the activation of us. So what we're doing is we're in a time of healing from gluttony. That is our abundance. That is our 10. Okay, this is connected to our 10 of Cups. And we got the 10 of Cups with this. And this is what's restoring motion. And what's restoring motion is the message we're about to read, because this is connected to our prosperity. And we're no longer in deprivation, but in order to do, we have to get out of gluttony. And this is connected to addiction. This is when we're overfeeding because we're feeling lack of within. We need to heal from this and come together and unite with us. We unite together as a community in order to prosper. We work together. We learn to work together and what that means. And right now it's in a time of healing from manipulation and being able to express, but able to express healing. But this healing is cosmic healing. It's cosmic because remember, this is the activation of us. And because we've been in a time of comparing, because remember, the masculine sees himself reflected back to himself within the cup. He sees the energy reflected back through the cup. And there's a healing here from comparison, but also making a comparison. And we honor that this has happened. And this is being able to work with healing from the Nine of Swords, our fears, and the King of Wands. This beautiful Aries energy, but it's tempered. It's also expanded. So we've been in alchemy here. We've been in alchemy here to expand ourselves. And look, there's a third eye chakra. Something is seen. Something is seen here within the mind. And it has to do with comparison. And this is part of the activation. This is part of the separation. Right now that the masculine and feminine are feeling because of what's happening within the cup. Now, what it has to do with is this what we're doing here. Okay, so we're coming out of a Seven of Cups situation, and we're seeing where we've been holding on to the Two of Cups, to the connection. But something had to be severed here, to be broken here, to be disconnected in order to be reconnected, to be recalibrated. Okay, and this is that energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole. And this is where we have to heal from something, from being able to be separated in order to see what needs to be seen, to elevate the connection, between these two cups. And we get to heal from this, how we're feeling here. And what that has to do with is the situation here. We're having strength in order to expand with the Knight of Wands. We're having strength in order to expand with our impulses. There's an ego integration here being honored. Hold on, guys. Hang tight. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So we're having an integration here with the ego, and this is what many people call ego death. But this is where we integrate our ego, and we expand our soul with our spirit. And we're having strength in order to do this. So what this is about here is we're ending a Five of Swords situation. And remember, that Five of Swords situation is connected to our fears. It's connected to what's happening here. There's an expansion. Look, one sword is picked. The truth is picked. And we heal from our pain through rest. This has to do with rest. So we're coming out of a Three of Swords situation. The masculine is really feeling the need to be this right now. But look, there's healing here, but there's healing here through letting go. And this has to do with comparison. This just has to do with how we're comparing ourselves through separation. But there's a new beginning offered here. There's a healing offered here. This is an expansion offer here. Now we have to expand with our perceptions and understand that the angles of perception, how we're co-creating here, have to do with the elevation of timelines, jumping timelines for our best life and our best manifestations, our highest manifestations. So something needs to be seen here, because through how we're separate, we're going to see how we're united. This is the energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole, and understanding like the totem of, woodpecker spirit, where after there's a natural disaster that the woodpecker thrives, and understanding that there's going to feel like a natural disaster, the woodpecker thrives. And my connection to that here where I live is the northern flicker. And I just saw, as I said, there's two of them flying in my backyard right now. They're chirping, and well, one of the birds is chirping at the other bird, because now a magpie showed up. Yeah, there we go. So love how it all comes together. Thank you to God. Thank you very much. So what's happening here is we're having a new beginning, right? And this is, remember, the creation of peace. We're going to end frustration. So we have to heal from our heartache. And this is what's happening with the moon right now. And the closer we get to the full moon, the more that we're going to be activated in order to do this, okay? And what this has to do with an Eight of Cups situation, where the masculine now needs to reach for healing. And look, there's our connection to Pisces. We're going to make art with our pain, but we're also going to get closer to God with our pain. We're going to get closer to ourselves. And this is where the masculine gets closer to the feminine. with our connection to the cup and the great mysteries. And I really feel like that's what this comparison is. This comparison is like, it's so mystical that the connection can only be of God. It's divine, okay? But this is happening through a tower moment. But we honor that this tower moment is activating the alchemy. It's activating temperance. So this is connected to the Three of Cups. And we're going to be offering something of ourselves. And we know, look, guys, I haven't touched this deck. It's just lovely. It's a miracle I made it here right now in this second time. Thank you, God. This has to do with our healing. Look, this is a creation of a path that wasn't here before. And look, broken free. Remember, we're broken free from what we're bonded to by how the devil is siphoning our energy. Remember, we leave this space and place. The twins leave this space and place. Look, we're saying bye-bye because we figured it out, and we're in a time of healing and an integration as we expand our soul with our spirit, and we integrate our ego with our higher self, and we expand. My counter just said 1111. Now look, he's got the cup. Where's the cup? We just saw the cup, and look, but the cup is connected to love, the returning of love, but the returning of love through innocence, because we let something go when it came back to us. We let it go. It's connected to nature and us and our greatest good in life, and it comes back to us, and it's connected to healing. But we know we're working with Cancer here, so this is emotional. This is why we have this cup. But we remember, we offered this cup. This is our connected to the Three of Cups we just saw. We just offered this cup. Right here it is. This is an offering of ourselves with spirit. Look, for those 2 cups, for what we're feeling here within these 2 cups. Look, we don't want to feel that way anymore. So look, we're offering love within ourselves. We're offering, to restore connection with spirit, to, expand our soul with our spirit, to do this work, to do this integration work. And look, we go forth, we heal our tension as we restore motion. And this has something to do with what's being activated here as we heal from separation. And it's happening in the Four of Swords. Something is being seen here. Something is being seen. And now we have the King of Pentacles. We're going to expand through the earth. But this is going to happen at the night. Something will be honored during the day. But this is happening during the night. That's what's happening. The truth is being seen. In order to manifest. And what we're manifesting is the restoration of balance. It's now connected to the 11 of Pentacles. Because 9 plus 2 is 11 Pentacles. So we're gonna work with God and go through the door. We're going to elevate. And it has to do with healing from this. Remember, we're cleansing the toxic feminine in order to heal our mind. We're healing from rage and wrath. Remember, masculine, you have feminine within you, and feminine, you have masculine within you. So we're all doing this together. And so this is where we're going to heal from being angry within the mind, so that we can restore action. And in order to do this, we're just going to take one pathway, one way. It's just one way right now. Even if though 2 paths may become one. 2 paths may become one, and we know we're doing this with Pisces because we're going to make the positive charge with the negative within the Hanged Man here. Okay, so let's see what's being activated here, because it does have to do with this message. We're going to get an activation. Let's head on over to part 2. We'll share this and get an activation for what's happening here. See you there.